Hello everyone, Jacob Hamilton here. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. Want to make a quick Facebook Live about limiting your number of choices. Now, it's no news to you that today we have an insane amount of choices with everything in life, from what we eat to where we want to live to what we want to do. And while a large number of choices can be good sometimes, and it gives us a lot of different opportunities, it also has the effect of causing us a lot of stress and confusion because there's just too many choices. You think back in the old days, let's say in the early 1900s or maybe even the mid 1900s or the middle of the 20th century, a lot of people's options were pretty simple. It was either take over the family farm, or maybe go into the city and do some type of job. You pretty much had two options, maybe three. Today, you just have a myriad of options, so many different things you could do, so many different things you could pursue, places you could go. And so I wanted to read a little excerpt from this book about the overabundance of choices. This is a book called Managing Your Time by Jeff Davidson. This is what he says. Having choices is a blessing of a free market economy. Like too much of everything else, however, having too many choices leads to the feeling of being overwhelmed. Currently, more than 1,260 varieties of shampoos are on the market. More than 2,000 skincare products are currently selling. Some 75 different types of exercise shoes are now available, each with scores of variations in style, functions, and features. Every choice demands time. Increased time expenditure means mounting exhaustion. And what he goes on to say in that book is how the overabundance of choices that we have causes us to use more time thinking about what I want to do. And so we spend a lot more of our time now, don't want to say wasting it, but trying to decide what we're going to do because there's just so many options. So the point of this live is to encourage you to limit your number of choices. If you want to make your life simple and try to have a little less stress and not be so overwhelmed. Like, for instance, in sales, when we present something to someone, giving them too many options just confuses them. And the old saying goes, a confused mind doesn't buy. And so in sales especially, give people maybe two options at the most. Maybe at the most three, but preferably two, this or that. That's a great way to approach a choice. If you give them 4, 5, or 6 options, it's too much thinking, and they're just going to stall and go into indecision mode, and they're never going to do anything. But the same thing is true in life. If we have too many options available, we can just not do anything. We can just decide, well, I just don't even know what to do, so I'm just going to not even decide. And I think a lot of people are in a place like that today, especially younger people. They just simply have too many options available to them. So what you might consider doing is really discover what you are passionate about, what you like to do, what you really desire to accomplish in your life, and try to narrow your options down to 2 or 3 things, whether it be the career you're pursuing or where you want to live or what you want to do. Because truthfully, if you don't narrow it down, there's going to be just hundreds of options available to you, and it's going to be really overwhelming. So my advice to you, if you can, in sales and in life, is to limit your number of choices down to just a few that are manageable. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you got some value from it. If you feel overwhelmed by too many choices, too many options, leave it down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend.